Hey guys, welcome to this episode of DVD Deep Dive. I am Anthony. This is Collectors Entertainment Network, and we are going to take a look at the many releases, well, some of the many releases of Back to the Future on DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K. But first, I'd like to ask you to please like this video. Please share it with anyone you think may like it as well. Please comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Tell me about what you love about Back to the Future and what sets you have. And of course, please subscribe. I would love to have you back. Okay, for the past 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago we did Justice League, the Zack Snyder collection, the trilogy, and then last week on Retro Media Release, I went over some of the Superman laser discs. Now this week we're going to do Back to the Future, the DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K releases, and then next week on Retro Media Release, I will do the Back to the Future Laserdiscs that I have. And of course, if you're watching this 6 months into the future, all these videos are up and it doesn't matter, but if you're watching them as they come out, that's the timeline we are going with. Okay, so let's just get right into it. This is the first release of Back to the Future on DVD. Well, sort of actually. It got released in this set, and there was a problem with Back to the Future 2. It's a widescreen set, and I believe that was actually released in widescreen and full screen. But the widescreen version of Back to the Future 2, if I remember correctly, was really the full screen version that they just cropped. And I think there was a disc exchange system, program that they had going, but I didn't even want to get involved in that. They released the new ones, and there was something about the new ones that they told you was a sticker or the color of the sticker or something so that you would know which ones were the new ones. So I just went ahead and bought a new one. And I don't know if I just bought the new one and then that's this. And then I gave the other older one to my niece, or I just swapped Back to the Future Part 2 and then gave the new set to my niece, but because she didn't care. She couldn't care less about aspect ratios or whatever. So, so that is Back to the Future. Like I said, I don't know if this was the sticker denoting it. It's been 20 years, so I don't remember, but I know that I eventually got the right one. So here is the slipcover again. And here is the case and the back of the case, which pretty much look identical. Let's open it up. Cool old double case. There's the first disc. There is the second and third disc. Let's get the third disc facing the right way. And there is the booklet up here, which we will take a look. Oh, it's also got log on to win. Whatever. See, that's what I'm saying. I save all the things that come in it. $5 coupon. And here's the booklet. All right, Back to the Future. Here's your credits. There is your booklet. Here's your chapter stops. And oh, here's your bonus features, actually. Here's more bonus features, and there's the chapter stops. Your scenes, as it were. Production notes. And the back again. Alright, we're going to try and quickly get through these because there's a lot of sets. I have another DVD. I don't know why I bought this DVD. Because I already had it on DVD. And then when the Blu-ray came out, obviously I would upgrade to a Blu-ray. And then, of course, 4K. And don't even ask. I've got this set a bunch of times. So maybe I honestly think I might have bought it because I just like the cover. I think this was, all of them were released, but I only bought the first one because of that iconic image. I was 8 when I saw this in theaters. Here's the back. I saw it twice, actually. I went with my sister, who's, like 10 years older than me, and her boyfriend at the time. And then later in the year, my parents went, and I saw it with them. So here is pretty basic discs. Let's see what it all comes with. Comes with something about Back to the Future, the ride. And then here is your hype sticker. 2 discs, new exclusive bonus features. Maybe that's why I got it. Maybe there's some new bonus feature on here. And that's why I only got this one. Because maybe Back to the Future 2 and 3 didn't have any new exclusives. That kind of makes sense. So that's probably what I was thinking getting this. Okay, so that's it for DVD. Then we went to this Blu-ray set, which is the 25th anniversary. This was the one with the historically bad system in which you put the discs. You break the thing as you do it. It was so horrible. I think I actually wrote not a letter, but an email or whatever to who was it? Universal, right? It was horrible. You'll see when I open it up. So there is that. Like this. In fact, I hear a piece that's like shaking in there because I'll pick that up because it's broken. Oh, wait. I got collectible foam here. So yeah. So let me pick that up. Okay, and through the magic of editing, I picked it up, and here it is. Instructions on the digital copy. And the other side is an ad for Despicable Me. And then inside is Every Team Needs a Hero, Team Fox Needs You, and Back to the Future, the video game. So that is that. Inside was also a hype sticker. Hard to see. But it says, all 3 movies digitally restored in HD, all new bonus features, plus digital copy for limited time only. Okay, so that is that. Now we are going to get into this, which I showed you. Right, here is your chapter steps. And there's the collectible foam. But I'm going to show you how, let's close it up. We'll do it with Back to the Future 3. So, like, you had to push down on this to push down on these tabs to get it to come out. These little tabs down here. It's horrible. And then you had to do the same for this. So that one's a little easier. So that is what that looks like. And then putting it in is like, it was the worst design I'd ever seen on a DVD or Blu-ray set. It's absolutely horrible. But, so I'm not even going to show you the back. It's basically the posters, right? So if you know what the posters look like, the poster art, that is horrible. That is what the backs of each look like. Again, I'm not going to go through the trouble. That may have been one of the reasons why I bought the next Blu-ray set. Well, that, and it's filled with a lot of cool stuff. And it's a pretty cool set. And that is this. This is, I believe, the 30th anniversary. I got this one where the batteries are dead. It doesn't light up. So there you go. Hours of bonus features. So you've got all new bonus discs. So this is the new stuff. Doc Brown Saves the World. Christopher Lloyd reprises his role as Doc Brown in an all-new short film which reveals why some of the futuristic gadgets shown in Back to the Future Part 2 do not exist today. Because this came out in 2015. Out of Time, Restoring the DeLorean, an inside look at the 2012 restoration of the most iconic car in film history. Looking Back to the Future, a 9-part retrospective documentary from 2009 on the trilogy's legacy, and 2015 commercials, Jaws 19 trailer, and hoverboard commercial. Plus, on the other side, you've got Tales from the Future, 6-part documentary, the physics of Back to the Future, deleted scenes, Michael J. Fox Q&A, 8 archival featurettes, behind-the-scenes footage, music videos, audio commentaries, Back to the Future The Ride, Drawn to the Future, Back to the Future the Animated Series Revisited, and much more. And what we have here is all 3 movies, complete animated series, new bonus discs, and 64-page book. So definitely one of the reasons why I wanted this was because it also had the animated series. Which, by the way, I have most of them on VHS. But having them on a Blu-ray is pretty cool. Okay, so let's take this off. We'll just put it right here. There's your set. And there it is. We're going to show you the back. It's really just silver. I'll take the pieces out. Here is your trilogy set. Back to the Future. It's like a digibook. I mean, this isn't great either because I don't like when they slide in and out. But pretty standard discs. But it's better than that other thing. And Blu-rays are typically scratch resistant, so as long as they have that really shiny background, they are usually good as far as scratches go. They're just a little awkward. So that is that. And then we've got the complete animated series. This, of course, is just in a regular old, DVD case, which is kind of cool. Wish they just did that for the other. I mean, we don't have to get so fancy. I mean, this does the job. I don't know why they have to reinvent the wheel every time they release a set. This is where I kept the hype stickers. The press here sticker that was on the outside for the flux capacitor to light up. And of course your 3 movies, animated series, all that stuff. Hype sticker. Alright, here is the book. A Visual History. Now it's a pretty extensive book. I'm not gonna go page by page. But I'll show you, it has, behind the scenes stuff. It's got concept stuff. It's got more publicity shots. It's got schematics. It's got different poster arts. They may be for different countries, I'm not sure. Or they just tried different, or maybe they're just concepts for the poster. And then you got part 2. Some of the hoverboard stuff. There's some of the poster stuff. So again, really cool, but it's a pretty long book. So I'm not going to go, because if I was just going over this release, that would be one thing. But I wanted to kind of give you an overview of how Back to the Future has been released on DVD and Blu-ray for a long time. And I've still got the 4K to get through. Oh, what this is, Back to the Future. Oh, battery replacement instructions. There you go. And then it also has a little thing about, 12 Monkeys, some Back to the Future stuff that you can get, some other stuff, and of course your digital codes. Okay, so let's put this all back together. And this is the final release that I own, and that is Back to the Future on 4K. And what's so funny is, we've got all these releases. I've even got the release on 4K. A week or so ago, my 9-year-old daughter was homesick from school, and I was sick too. We just had a cold, lasted a couple days. Nothing major. It was just a regular old cold. And I was like, you know what? My twins, who were only 6, I figured, Back to the Future is a little, maybe too much for them. But the 9-year-old should be able to handle it. So I was actually home with the 9-year-old and only the 9-year-old. My wife was at work, obviously. So being it was just the 2 of us, I figured this was a good time for her to see Back to the Future for the first time. And what did I do? I just streamed it. I used my Movies Anywhere digital copy or whatever it is. So, I used the version that I got with this, but I actually didn't pop the disc in because a few clicks of the remote. Now, eventually I want to get a home theater downstairs in my basement. I want a collectibles room, and I want a home theater with an actual nice big screen. And when I get the real big screen, that's when having all the Blu-rays and especially 4Ks will come in to be good to have, because when you go that big, it is nice to have the actual disc, because it always looks better on the disc. Okay, so that is that. Here is the set. And of course, it's going to be very similar to the other one with the, you pulling things out. In fact, it looks pretty much like the same set, but now in 4K. But once it got released in 4K, I wanted to own it in 4K. So there is that. There is the back again. And that is it. So we've got Back to the Future on 4K. We've got it on this awesome Blu-ray set. We've got it on this awesome Blu-ray set. We've got a standalone DVD release and the original DVD Trilogy release. So that is it for DVD Deep Dive this week. Next week on Retro Media Release, I'm going to go over some of the Back to the Future Laserdiscs. So that should be kind of cool. So again, please like the video. Please share this with anyone you think also may like it. Please subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you back. And please comment. I'd love to hear for what you've got to say down below. Okay, that's it for this episode of DVD Deep Dive. So until next time, have a good one.